Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to pick right up where things left off. We are supposed to be doing an accountability session this month, and I'm very excited. There's still going to be a 4-week plan that I'm hoping to do with you guys exclusively. Now, the first week is going to kick off planning. Now, the reason why we are going to spend the week or the next few days or whatever pace you want to go with this video planning is because a lot of us love to turn on our cameras and just talk, which is perfectly fine. I want you guys to understand that there's nothing wrong with being natural and authentic and having that camera presence where you can, just get on the camera and talk. However, I do want you to understand that if your, your idea here is to grow, you will have to put more thought into what you're talking about. You can go to YouTube, Google, or ask the public and look for what questions people have in regards to perseverance. So why is perseverance important? Why do I need perseverance? How does perseverance help me on my journey? Those things are very important. So now you're not just going off at the top of your head and trying to cover all the things that you think matter to you and are important to you, which is very good to share with your audience, but you're also covering some of their questions and their concerns, which would make your video way more valuable than anyone else that's just talking about perseverance. I wanted to explain that because it was very important for me to get people to understand that, because the feedback or the questions that I got was, well, how can I plan to be authentic? How can I plan to talk about something I feel compelled to talk about, or what's important to me? And I would just say, just taking a step back and zooming out a little and saying, hey, I can still talk about this topic. It's important to me, but let me just make sure I'm providing a little extra dose of value to my audience. Like, if you really care about them understanding the message and the meaning behind perseverance, then there's nothing wrong with taking some time out to do a little more extensive research behind it. My new blog and the new newsletter and everything has been updated, and it's going to include some really good information on the planning process. You might not even need the PDF because I'm going to keep it so simple for you. Think of 4 topics that really stood out to you this week, this month. It could be something that you were going through that you felt like, okay, I need to share this with my audience, or, the people that I talk to. It could be something that, you're just feeling compelled to share, that you really need to talk about. And all I'm asking you to do is go to Google or ask the public or YouTube and type in a few keywords, or your YouTube inspiration tab. I think they might have called it something else by now. And you're just going to now find some bullet points that are very important to cover about that topic. What are people looking for in regards to that word? What comes up? And I want you to now take those answers and write them into bullet points. This process does not take me more than 15 to 20 minutes to do per topic. So my goal for the accountability session is to do 4 videos, right? So over the course of the next few weeks, as we do this together, I am only committing to 4 videos. Okay. I work full time. I have clients and stuff now that I'm dealing with, and I don't want to burn myself out or overwhelm myself. And even if I didn't have clients, even if I didn't work full time, I just don't want to burn myself out, right? YouTube has to be a creative outlet for me where I can still have fun and engage and meet people and talk to people without burning out and dreading turning on the camera, or just feeling like, all right, I'm pumping out a bunch of videos and why is nothing happening? So you want to avoid getting to that by at least taking the time out of your life to do this, to make sure your content is about something. Okay. So I'm only committing to 4 videos. I would like to know what your goals are. How many videos do you want to commit to? When you're first growing, I think 2 a week is really good if you can do it. If you've been putting videos out there for a while, I would say 1 quality video a week. If you love creating and that's just what you do, you're always in front of the camera, you want to share, your thought process and your feelings with the world, then by all means drop a video every day if that works for you. So my process is going to start with planning. I'm writing out my 4 topics, this one being one of them. And I covered some key questions that people have, like, I'm posting a lot and why, am I not gaining an audience? Where's my subs and things like that? And I do believe it's because you have to provide more value. I do think that I do believe that you should try answering more of their questions in regards to the topic, because if they came to your video, they came for a reason, right? They saw a topic that stood out or resonated to them enough to come to the video. But when they came to the video, they didn't find exactly the value or the quality or the message that they were looking for. And it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It just may mean that they needed more information from you that they weren't able to get at that time. And so we're going to work on that together. And that was my problem, right? I was dropping videos, I would say maybe around February to April of 2024. And I was just like throwing out these videos, not well researched, just off the top of my head, just like, yo, these are my life experiences. I don't need to write this down. I know what I'm talking about because this is stuff that happened to me. And I would get some views and I feel like people were watching. But in hindsight, it's like I was just talking about myself. Like, what am I answering that's helping them? What am I talking about that they can walk away from after watching the video? And so I started to put a lot more, thought into that. So I just want you guys to do the same. So I did my hair yesterday somewhat. And I was like, by the time I finished setting up these cameras and stuff, which took me about an hour, the tripod, put the battery in, the battery was dead. Very rookie mistake. I'm not turning this camera off after I shoot one video. So it's very imperative for me to try to shoot at least 2 of those videos, right, that I planned out. The goal today is 4. I don't know if 4 is going to happen, but I must shoot at least 2 of them. This is going to give me a buffer to work with, right? And we're going to get into the habit of content batching. For those who know, life is going to life. Things are going to happen. You're going to get a cold. You're going to get sick. Things are going to come up. Like recently, my filming game has been off because from November to January, things were very busy, right? My mom's birthday was in November. It was a very difficult month for me. Then set off the beginning of the holidays, which I was not very thrilled about this year. I'm not a big holiday person, but the recent events just kind of made it worse for me. And then I had other engagements and plans. And you know how people get with the holidays. It's the holidays. Let's do this. So, I'm going to different things and spending time with the family and stuff like that, which was perfectly fine. But I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of free time to film. So this is probably the least amount of videos that you've seen from me. I've already anticipated that. What I did was I tried to build up, my little reservoir of videos before December. And I just released as many as I could up until January. And it held me over. So I just recently ran out. So now I'm going to build that back up. Now for me, another tip is when I can, today is Monday, right? So when I can, I would try to do this every Monday. So on Sunday, I will write out 4 more topics and I would do this again on Monday. I do that for about 2 to 3 weeks. And after those 2 to 3 weeks, I don't film anything else. Because why? Now I have about, if I've been shooting 2 to 4 videos, I should have about 6 to 8 videos in my, hard drive that I could edit. So now I have 8 videos to work on. So that means 8 weeks worth of content. You got to work smarter, not harder. If you're going to spend the time getting dressed up and doing your hair and setting up all this stuff, the lights and everything like that, make it count for something. If you have time to just be running around the house or your camera stays set up and your lights stays set up, then good for you. And then we have this other stuff where people are like filming from the car or outside and things like that. So you don't have to worry about lights and stuff. It's easier for you, but you can admit that your content is not well planned when you're doing that either. A lot of us are just turning that camera on. Okay, I got to film today and I got to edit. So you throw the camera on, you'll start talking. You find yourself rambling. You don't really know what you're talking about. You're trying to bring it all home and then you're trying to edit it together and make something of it. And I'm sharing this with you because I'm trying to help you to avoid that rushed content. As much as I love the message, as much as I love, what you're sharing, people can kind of sense right through if you're really sitting down to make the time to really connect and share a story with them and engage with them, as opposed to just throwing out videos because you have that free time or the camera's there and it's just convenient to turn it on and just, hit the record button and start filming. You might want to sit down and take some more time out. Like when I do these type of videos, I used to feel kind of stupid, because I was like, well, there's other people who are sitting down, in their cars or outside and they're making content. And here I am spending all this time, wasting my time and energy, setting up the camera. But I was like, you know what? I'm very focused on building connections with people. So let's say I make this video and this video only gets 100 views. I've made more connections in those 100 views than I've made with videos that I've gotten more views from. So that's more important to me. You know, the engagement, the idea of the message actually benefiting or helping someone, because in the long term, you can have a lot of views, but where is it really getting you? So that's kind of my approach, is just to stay humble, stay connected, and to make sure I'm keeping the ear open and I'm not tone deaf, you know, to what people need for my content or my videos when I'm turning on my video. So if you guys don't know how to do the research, it's in the low views video. It shows you how to make your content searchable. It shows you where to find information that people are looking for. I think it's also in the monetization ebook, or it's in the small channel growth ebook. It's in one of those, okay? Do your planning. Let me know when you guys are done with your planning. Feel free to reach out anytime after you've done your 4 topics. The template in the ebook is also going to help you jot down some ideas. I kept it very short and sweet because you're not going to sit here and overthink this process, because then you're going to have analysis paralysis and you're not going to do the other steps. And that's where we're going to take it from there. You could rewatch the video. You can use this formula to make 8 videos. You can use this formula to even make, you know, 16 or however many you feel like to grow your channel. Use it for whatever you want. 4 is just my number. 4 keeps me from burnout. 4 allows me to make sure I'm providing valuable content and not wasting people's time, because I don't want my time wasted. With the planning process, have fun, be creative, think outside of the box. The goal is to make a comeback. The goal is to also grow. The goal is to, you know, really take your channel where you saw it going, where you created it, and having fun with it too. And I'm going to show you how I have fun with this process. I really look forward to hearing from you guys in the comments. You know, that's my favorite part, when I wake up and, you know, check my YouTube community and see that you guys have reached out to me. I will be talking to you guys next time. Later.